Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Divine Witch Podcast. I'm your host, Debbie, and I got my co host over here today with me, Jason.
Hello, all.
So, today, as you guys know, we like to have fun with our podcast, and we're slowly changing and evolving as we all do as the seasons start to change. And, we're already halfway through the year, which is insane. That August is literally just a couple days away. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start our podcast off with the events that you can find near you over the next month that we have. Now, each week we will be featuring different events that are going on just to kind of give you a reminder of local things happening around you. And plus, as good as well as I do, that events pop up out of nowhere. So new events could be coming on the horizon. We just don't know yet. So with that being said, let's go ahead into what we do know that's coming up today and tomorrow. Today, there is Pagans in the Pub, which is brought to you by Ohio Valley Pagan Society. It is going to be happening from 7 to 12 p.m. And as always, with any of the events that we tell you all about, we have the links down below so that way you can find the location and set off to your destination. Wasn't that smooth? That was so smooth, right? I couldn't have done that even better if I tried. Even though I'm not going to say that I've tried to do this podcast 6 times already, but that's the magic of having this kind of podcast is if you fuck up, then you guys don't know about it.
You don't know about it.
And then once you hit that smooth spot, you just keep on cruising.
That's right.
And that's what we're doing today. We're just cruising on by. Speaking of cruising, well, that's what I like to do when I'm on a Sunday afternoon is cruise. And what better way to cruise into Runestone Park Moot, which is happening tomorrow from 1 to 6 p.m. at Crane's Run Nature Park. This is brought to you by the Runestone Heathens of Hamilton, Ohio, and they're doing some awesome events. They are actually doing our opening ritual for Witch in the Woods too.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty awesome.
And since we're sharing some things, you're going to find out some really cool details about them later when I talk about future podcasts that are going to be coming up. So stay tuned. Anyways, we also got the Pagan Picnic coming up, which is also brought by Ohio Valley Pagan Society, happening next week, Saturday, August the 6th at Mount Airy Forest from high noon to 8 p.m. High noon. Not low noon, high noon. Because that's the way we like to roll. And I'll, of course, be there because why not? I've got my little business, Crystal Turtle Collections, and I am bringing all the goodies, my dears. And we do got some promotions running that I'll tell you about. We've got some of our containers, such as our coffins. We've also got our astrology boxes, and we've got a new style of jars that we just got finished making. And of course, as always, anything that we make over here at Crystal Turtle Collection is infused with crystal chips inside of the pieces.
That's right.
So no matter where you go, no matter what you plan to use it for, whether it be legal or non-illegal, because that's your choice once you buy it.
That's right.
You'll always be protected somewhat spiritually.
I like that.
Well, if you're stupid, I can't guarantee that crystals are going to protect you from the popo. I'm just saying. The 5-0, the fuzz. You know what I mean? Like I've heard a lot of different fun things when people buy our products that are containers, and some of them make you go, wow. And we understand that.
That's right.
So speaking of things that make you go, wow, Witch in the Woods 2022 is amazing. Not just because it's my event, but because I'm awesome. Not really. I'm actually spectacular. But that's beside the point. This event is going to be astronomical and amazing.
Oh, yes.
We have 2 rituals. We have a crap ton of vendors. We have presenters. We have over 80 campers this year. And I'm going to be there, so you know it's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
So with this year's Witch in the Woods, you can go check out our video that we did about Witch in the Woods. Check it out, see what it's about, see what you want to know about it, how it all got started, from my amazing mind to the conception of what it is today.
It's an absolute great time. I've been waiting for it for a long time, and I can't wait. It's going to be so fun.
I know this is going to be our biggest year this year. We have not 1 lot, we have 2. And whoever got spot 3, may the gods be with you.
That's right.
We've made jokes thinking that it's Boy Scouts, but you never know. We might end up converting some people to paganism. It's not our goal, but you never know. We might party so hard, they're like, you know what? That's the kind of life I want.
Right.
But as always, we are keeping it family friendly. That's why our second spot this year is for 21 and up or 18 and up, probably 18 and up.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, adults can go adulting, but just remember, if you bring your little crotch goblins, you are responsible for them. We are not your babysitters, so please keep that in mind when coming to Witch in the Woods. Thank you. And, you know, with that being said, we got a couple other events that are coming up in August before Witch in the Woods. That is brought to you by Butler County Pagan Gatherings. Say that 3 times fast and you might summon a Randy.
You might.
Could you imagine?
You just might.
Either that or you might something, oh, fuck. You might summon something a little bit bigger. Anyway, with that being said, they have some cool events that they are doing that me and Randy were talking about before I started this lovely podcast, because I do my circles and find out if there's anything that maybe I missed, I didn't see, and that I can bring to you guys and share on this lovely podcast. So August the 2nd, they have a series going on that I believe this is the second part in their series, which is kind of funny, August 2nd, and they're having their second series on this. And it's on the fundamentals. And the fundamentals of this event is on self-esteem. So, you know, if you're looking through that shadow work and you're trying to bring in your paganism with, you know, real life issues and solutions, this would be the event for you. Now, as far as I know, it is an online event, but you must be a member to access it. That means that you got to go add yourself to the group, probably answer some questions, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're in, and then you get to see all the online events.
Right.
Isn't that freaking amazing? Unless you're me, because for some reason I'm in it, but I can't see none of the events.
Huh.
I don't know what that's about, but we're going to figure it out. But since you guys ain't me, you shouldn't have no problems.
I like that.
Well, I'm just saying. So Thursday, Butler County Pagan Gatherings is also holding a event on August the 11th of this year, 7 p.m. at Millikin, I think that's what it's called. Millikin Woods.
Sounds fancy.
I know. It sounds like something from Go to Millikin Woods, make a turn to the right. That's what it sounds like in my head, at least. But, you know, I don't know what the event entails because I really didn't get to deep dive into it. But apparently it's just some people getting together and having some fun in the woods.
That's right.
And if you want to prep yourself to see if you're really ready for Witch in the Woods, this is a good event for you to attend. And plus, you know, there's always good times, good food, and good vibes all the way when you go to Butler County Pagan Gatherings.
Always.
Randy, you can thank me for that little PSA for you, and you are welcome.
Also, Witch in the Woods too. Guarantee good food, fun times, lots of nature.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be in the woods.
I mean, deep
Yeah,
in the woods.
if there's no nature in the woods, then we got issues. Faux pas woods.
Faux pas.
Faux pas. And what you see is not what's really there.
Yeah.
Kind of like a labyrinth.
I like that.
Oh my God. Anyway, so I do want to talk to you guys about Witch in the Woods, another thing. We are doing Witch in the Woods t-shirts pre-sale, and this is going to go towards our Yule event that we are trying so hard to make manifest this year. And to make that happen, I need support. And by support, I mean financial support from our community. So I have reached out and I said to all the groups surrounding, if you guys want to help donate $100, we will present you at the event that you helped make this possible. We're also doing that along with shops as well. So if you want to promote your shop and put it out there that you support the pagan community while having a free Yule event to show thank you for supporting us throughout the year, get a hold of your girl down at the email down below, or just message me on Facebook at the Devine Winch.
Yay.
So with that being said, we do have a few people who's already bit the bullet, so to speak. Roos Realm has said that they are going to put $100 towards it. Ragnar's Riches, Runestone Heathens.
Awesome.
Which, thank you. And also, as you know, I own Crystal Turtle Collections, part owner at least, and I will be donating as well, obviously. So, fingers crossed, we get what we need and we can make this event happen. So, Moot it be. Wasn't that a beautiful rhyme? It just all went together right on time. And now I'm stuck in the rhyming.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I guess so. It was meant to be.
It was.
So, with that being said, well, let's talk about podcast. Now, as you guys know, I talk about things that are going on behind the scenes, things that are going on with me. And as you can hear, I'm slowly recovering from Knoxville, Tennessee still, but I am not as congested. I just sound like death. Either that or I sound like the perfect podcast voice right now.
Right.
So either way it goes, it works for me. So with that being said, there's a few things that I'm wanting to do with this podcast. I actually do want to have people come on, share their experiences, and talk about some things. And the first people that I'm going to do this with is Heidi and Roger of Runestone Heathens. So I'm going to have them come to my Zoomie August 14th, and we're going to be talking about the ritual that they got coming up, their group, how it got started, and we're going to learn a little bit more about them. And you guys will be seeing that a week prior to Witch in the Woods. So I'm going to get on my handy dandy calendar. Like I said, we're going to do it on the 14th, so you should expect that podcast at least on the 19th of August, where I'm going to be sitting down with Heidi and Roger, and we're going to be talking about everything to do with heathenism. We're going to be talking about the ritual. We're going to be talking about their group, and we're going to be talking about the things that they're planning to do in the future to spread awareness, love, and acceptance within their community.
Awesome.
I know. I'm pretty excited about it. They're really excited about it. We're slowly getting the ball rolling on some things, and I'm going to tell you, I've seen the sneak peek of the ritual, and it looks so sweet. With that being said, September is on my mind, even though it's like a month and so away.
Yeah.
But there's a few different types of podcasts I want to do, and I'm trying to get other people to join me in the conversation, because even though I like hearing myself talk, occasionally you want to have other opinions and things like that.
That's right.
So with that being said, one of the podcasts that I would like to do is tarot reading. So anybody who's ever been into tarot reading or has a tarot reader that you love, such as me, no shameless promotion right there.
Right.
But, there's a lot of questions that I get as a tarot reader, like how did you get started? How did you find your first deck? What should you look for when you find your first deck? How is it as a tarot reader within your spiritual path? Also, the great debate if you should be paid as a tarot reader and the difference between an entertainer and an actual tarot reader. These are the conversations that I want to deep dive into in September. So if you are a tarot reader and you would like to join me for this live Zoom podcast, then go ahead and email me and we will work out the details. Another one that I want to do that kind of just popped up in my mind today is Homestead Pagans. There's a lot of people on YouTube that show their life as homesteaders, where they make everything from scratch. They do the gardening, they slaughter their own animals, things like that to provide food for them and their families. And I wanted to take the pagan perspective on that and find out how they use their spiritual path in their homesteads. So if you are a homesteader and pagan and would like to join in this podcast, email me, get a hold of me, be part of the conversation, share some of the struggles, some of the things that you do to honor whoever it is that you follow, and kind of give us an insight of what got you started and resources that others can use if this is something that they wish to pursue. Now, as you hear those beautiful papers in the background, I did print off what I need to go over because we're professional over here and mommy's a squirrel. So with that being said, speaking of my squirrely ways, I want to talk about some of the promotions that are going on right now. Roos Realm, which is open from 11 to 5 p.m. Monday all the way to Sunday, my dears, is doing a special right now that if you spend $25, you get 10% off your complete purchase.
Awesome.
Which, I mean, how can you beat that? You get a discount, plus you get the stuff that you want, which, by the way, this is running all week long. She may end up doing it all month long. So keep that in mind when you're looking to shop and support locally. That is one of the things that I'm pretty excited about because, as you guys know, Crystal Turtle Collections, along with other local crafters, are located inside Roos Realm. And, you know, some days things happen and some days they're open and some days they're not. But most of the time they are open. And if they're not, well, there's always another time to come around.
That's right.
But they have situated a lot of the issues that they've had in the past. So I say go out there, give them support, give them love, whether it's online or in person at the shop. Just know that you can get my merch and along with other crafters within the area as well. So it's not so much mass produced as it is hand produced.
Right.
So you know you're getting unique, one of a kind items that, and you're supporting a local shop and you're supporting the economical community. Basically, you're putting some money for taxes into the roads to get fixed here in Middletown.
Pretty much.
Speaking of Middletown, apparently Middletown Police Department has decided to giddy on up and ride a horse instead of a cowboy because they got 2 horses now that they are going to be trotting along downtown Central. And if you don't know what I mean, Middletown's changing it up. They're adding some new things and it's going to be a different view. And if you check out any of the shops, such as Triple Moon Coffee, or if you check out, what's her name? See, this is the problem with me. When I go off script, I forget things, and then I have to sit here and ramble and act like I know what I'm saying, and then wait for it to pop up.
Yep.
And I'm still waiting for it to pop up. So let's just say there's a bunch of great shops down there on Central that you should check out. There's an art gallery with handmade items. They do different events as well. So if you're looking to be artistic or put your shop of handmade items into a spot.
A bicycle shop.
Jade's, Miss Jade's. That's what I was wanting to talk about. If you're looking for soul food, check out Miss Jade's. She's got some really good food and she does a lot of great things for the community. That's who I was trying to remember. And unfortunately, my brain went flatline until I sunk it back in. So with that being said, that is this weekend's podcast. Whatever you decide to do this weekend, make sure to be safe. And as always, remember, no 2 witches witch alike.